Hello everybody and welcome to English Bus Lessons. My name is Wayne. It's great to see you. Now, we're using our book, the Super Reading Training textbook. Very interesting, a lot of fun. I really mean that. And we're going to look at Unit 33 on page 54. So let's get started and see what we're studying today. And the topic is how Native American tribes came to America. Okay? So, wow, that sentence is very long. The title is very long and it gives you a lot of information. Now, I want to learn about this story in a good way, an easy way, because I want to get a high score on my test. So, what can I do? What is the first thing you would do? Well, for me, I look for important words. We call them content words or keywords sometimes. And they are the nouns like people's names and places and verbs and adjectives. Words like the are not very useful, but let's try this. First people, America, maybe Asia, say from Asia or Asia. Maybe I like from Asia is okay. Verb, crossed. Land bridge. Now, what is a land bridge? We'll have to find out. Narrow strip, land. Another verb, connect or connected. Russia, Alaska, and so on. And there's much more. I'm going to stop there because I don't want to do everything for you. So there I found some important words. I found some nouns, and there's another noun, people, and verb, to cross or to connect. And now an adjective, narrow, and a noun is a strip. And a strip is a piece, a very thin piece of something, okay? So this is what I have done. Now guess what? It's your turn to continue with the rest of the story and find the content words, just like I did. And what I always do is write them down on a piece of paper. I write them on a piece of paper. Now, and I'll show you my writing. So this technique is called surveying. That's what we just did. And there, first people, America, from Asia, crossed land bridge, narrow strip, land connected Russia and Alaska. Wow. Just like that. Now, those are the words that I found in the first paragraph, okay? Now, look down below. Look, there's first people, America, from Asia. Now, I can make a sentence from that, and that tells me what the paragraph is about. The first people in America came from Asia. Or the first people who came to America, they were from Asia or something. You can do that type of thing, all right? Did I have another one? Maybe I had a second one. Yes, there's a number 2 down here that I like as well. Number 2, the words crossed and land bridge. Those are the words I found. They crossed a land bridge, or they crossed on a land bridge. So now I understand the story a little bit better. All right, now, as I go back to the page, you have to continue and find the rest of the words, the key words, the important words, all right? The content words. So go ahead, do it now, find them, write them down, and just think about them a little bit. And come back because we're going to make some questions. Great. So you finished the survey looking for the content words and writing them down. Now you and I are going to make some questions. Make questions. Why make questions? Because if we make questions now before we read, then we can think about the story a lot more seriously and focus on the story. So let's make questions about this. How do we make questions? Well, first, look at the title. That's a long title. How Native American Tribes Came to America. So, Native American tribes. Question number 1. Who are the Native Americans? Who are they? That's one question. Wow, very good. Now, next one, American tribes. How many American tribes, Native American tribes, are there? How many tribes are there? And came to America? Okay, yeah. How did they come to America? See, the title is also a question because it has how. So you can use that as well. And another great place to make questions is from the pictures. From the pictures. And there's the word, nomad. Nomad. Well, my first question about this is, what are nomads? Are they Native American tribes? What did they do? Where did they live? And so on. Let's look at the next picture just below it. Buffalo hunting. So who was buffalo hunting? And why? Why did they go buffalo hunting? What did they do with the buffalo? And things like that. So you see, I'm making questions and I'm getting ready to read the story. I'm preparing to read the story. So after making questions, wow, I'm really thinking about it. Now let's look at the questions I really made. I told you some. Did I tell you all of them? There. Questions. Let's make some questions. There's 3 questions I made. Who are the Native Americans? All right, or the Native American tribes. Number 2, how did they come to America? All right. What are nomads? There, that's just like that. And I already told you. And you can write some more questions, please. That's your job now. You have to go ahead, make some questions, and start thinking about the story before we even read it. And the next thing, after you make some questions, we are going to do the shadow reading together. Shadow reading. You and I are going to read the story now together, out loud, not just with our eyes, but out loud. We're going to read it. And when we read it, try to remember some of the questions that we made. Who are the tribes? What are the nomads? So try to think about them. So let's read together, okay? Are you ready? The first people to America came from Asia. They crossed a land bridge, a narrow strip of land that connected Russia and Alaska. It was just ice that connected the continents across the sea. Then they traveled down into the land from North to South America. They became Native Americans. In the area that became the United States, there were a large number of tribes. Some were very powerful. Others were not. All of the tribes lived off the land. Some were nomads. They followed herds of buffalo all year long. Others lived in small groups or villages. They knew how to farm. They grew various crops, and they also hunted and fished. There! All right, good reading. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Now, did you see some of the answers? At the bottom, they talked about nomads. The nomads followed the buffalo. So that's a big hint right there. Now, please, I think you should read the story again alone a couple times, all right? And practice, practice, practice. Now, let's go and see if we can answer 1 or 2 of the questions that we made. And what did we say? Here's 2 of the questions that I made. Now, number 1, who are the Native Americans? The story doesn't say very clearly, not exactly. No, it just said there were many Native American tribes. It didn't really say, except they talked about nomads, but that's not really the answer. So, on this question, we couldn't find the answer, but we tried. Number 2, what are nomads? We found the answer. They are people who always travel and move their homes, and they're following the buffalo. They're following the buffalo is what they do. So they follow the food. They follow the herds of buffalo. Those are nomads. They don't just make a home and stay there for 3 years or 4 years. No. All right, there. That's the reading. Now, please, you have to go and finish answering your questions, right? Okay, because I know you made questions also. And when you come back, we're going to try some paraphrasing and really understand what we've learned. Okay, get ready for paraphrasing. Paraphrasing is when you take the story and then you change it into your words. You just say what the story is about. So now, if I ask you, what was the story about? What was the story about? Tell me. That's where you have to say out loud, it talked about American tribes? Yeah, the tribes in America. How they came to America, how they got there, and what did they do? There, you're saying out loud. That's paraphrasing. So let's try a small example. Here is one piece from the story, and I wrote it again for you. It says, the first people to America came from Asia. They crossed a land bridge, a narrow strip of land that connected Russia and Alaska. It was just ice that connected the continents across the sea. Okay, finished. Now, I think some things we don't need, all right? A narrow strip of land. We don't really need that, do we? Maybe yes, maybe no. It's your choice. You can choose. Connected Russia to... Some people say, yeah, Russia to Alaska. Maybe yeah, maybe it's useful, maybe not. I think maybe not. So, I don't like all of it. Now here are my words, Wayne's words, paraphrasing. The first people to America came from Asia, across an ice bridge that connected Russia and Alaska. Okay, so I did keep Russia and Alaska. Some people will, some people won't. And I changed land bridge to ice bridge. Some people can say land bridge. If you want, that's okay. There, that's paraphrasing. My words from this paragraph above, just like that. Now, I want you to try it. I want you to try it too, okay? Go back to the story, find another piece, the next piece, and try paraphrasing it. Or paraphrase all of the story. Paraphrase everything. And that shows that you really understand it. That's a great way to really understand a story. So, and when you're finished with that, come back because we're ready to test ourselves with the comprehension and checkup. It's comprehension and checkup time. We'll test ourselves and see, do we really understand it? Let's have fun. Here are the questions from your book. Number 1. Where was the land bridge that people crossed to enter the Americas? Where? Where was it? A. Between North and South America. B. Between Russia and Alaska. C. Between Europe and the United States. Okay, folks, where was the land bridge? A, B, or C? And the answer is B. Between Russia and Alaska. Right. Nice. I think you did a good job on that one. Number 2. What is not true? Not true. A. People first went to Asia from America. B. Asia and America were once connected. C. Some Native Americans were nomads. Which one is not true in the story? All right, and you are very, very right because it is A. Good. A is not true. People first went to Asia? No. They went to America from Asia. There, that's the true story. All right. Congratulations, guys. Now, let's take a look at number 3. Number 3 is a little bit longer. No problem, though. You know what you're doing. Write the correct word in the blank. And the words are Native American, tribe, and nomad. So let's read them first. A, a group of people of the same race. Do you know same race? Same kind of people. Same kind of people. B, a member of a people or tribe that has no permanent home, but, hint, travels from place to place. There's a hint, travels from place to place. C, an American Indian. All right. A group of people of the same race. What is it? Native American, tribe, or nomad? And the answer is tribe. A tribe. Now, there are other words too. Tribe is one word. It's one word. There are other words too, okay? B, a member of a people or tribe that has no permanent home, but they travels from place to place. Now, which word is it that travels from one place to another place, always moves their home? And the answer is nomad, right? The nomad people, or people who are nomads, they do not stay in one place. They move from one place to another. And an American Indian is a Native American. Same thing. Same thing. American Indian, the good phrase is Native American. All right. Congratulations. Great. Actually, that is an interesting story. That's why I like to read and study. It's a lot of fun. So, we're finished. Thank you for coming. Have a great day, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.